bienvenue. Hello, Virgo. This is your prediction reading for 2025 Scorpio season. You are the second sign, ruling by Mercury. Yesterday I made a Gemini video. Today I'm making the Virgo one. Of course, everything is which the planet aspects what Gemini has, you have as well, just in another way of the meaning. Since you're a more logical, more Earth sign, not one of the most logical sign, at least the wannabe logical sign you are, beside Capricorn. But what you can expect in this 2025 Scorpio season, some disturbance could come up between your logic and the community, the collective's logic as well. They're not meeting together. It's happening because of a Mercury Uranus opposition in the second and the eighth house in the Scorpio. Mercury right now in Scorpio, and Uranus is in Gemini, still in retrograde. And it's indicated that may you need to adopt your logical way to adapt to the collective's way, and not stacking into your own individual logical way. And in this way, you can find a connection you want the collective, to be honest. Rest otherwise will be there's trines. Mercury, beside this one opposition, has trines with Jupiter and Saturn and Neptune, which shows that one, with the family communication, since Jupiter is in Cancer in 10th house, your communication with your family is pretty good, or the family is communicating with you very clearly, or even the communication type getting stronger, it's good. Or you just simply to start communicating with your family, even it could happen. So the communication direction is turning into a good in a positive way. This is the Jupiter trine Mercury, and the Mercury trine Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. This is a big water trine because you are in Scorpio, the fixed water sign. Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, the mutual water sign, and this is the sixth house. And then there's the Jupiter in Cancer, the cardinal water sign, in the 10th house. So 2, 6, and 10th house is involved in the Scorpio season, which is definitely shows that something will be the profession, something with the job, the vocation could come up, something evolve, change. This we will see what the card says, but definitely at the work, at the job field, there will be something. And since Scorpio season, we're talking about Scorpio season, Mercury is in Scorpio, making a conjunction with Mars and Moon. Short trips could come up, really short trips, if you're talking about, but even could happen that the short trips that you're one day there coming back, one day somewhere else coming back, and even it could happen that fast and pretty frequent short trips can follow each other's for you, Virgo. And the Mars Mercury conjunction, it gives you the possibility to understand things much better, even a faster way, as you usually do. And it will be probably time when you there will be the time when you should look behind the curtains and see the hidden things, what you don't understood until now, that in the Scorpio season you have a possibility to look behind the curtains and get familiar with this unknown force and power. Definitely it shows. So especially the Neptune Mercury trine from Scorpio to Pisces, it's just working in this way. It could happen that you feel lost, to be honest. It's fine, it's definitely fine, and may it make you a pressure on you to understand what's going on. Why do you feel more separated from others? Probably coming from this collective, and your own logic are not meeting, and this you feel that you're closed out from a bit, and it could cause that you look behind the curtains and looking for the invisible power that was going behind behind the curtains, behind the scene. Then I say that let's start and spreading your horoscope tarot spread and check that what you can expect in this 2025 Scorpio season related what is on the sky, and we will see. What I'm very curious, it's your second house definitely because Mercury is there. Then your sixth house because making a trine in the sixth house with Mercury and Saturn and Neptune. So Mercury make a Neptune with Saturn and Neptune and Saturn in the sixth house. This is your daily work. This is your routines house. From my side, I'm curious to the eighth house as well because Uranus is there in Gemini. This is your sign. The Gemini is there in no. Uranus is there in Gemini. So this Gemini is not your sign, but that is Uranus, which is making opposition with Mercury in Scorpio, and the 10th house because Jupiter is there and making trine with Mercury from the second house to the 10th house and giving good family communication. Yes, making a good family communication or make stronger, or even you start, as I mentioned, and you can start communicate with your family. Maybe you will experience a good communication, what you never had before, even it could happen. Horoscope tarot spread, I'm spreading 12 cards, and each and every card representing one of your astrological houses, and we're going one by one there. So this is your first house. I put here immediately to do not forget. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. We have our 12 astrological houses put out. I know that you're Virgo. I know that you're very precise. And I know that it's very disturbing that this is not a circle, actually. But I will do when you are coming back. After that, you were making a back, but you're coming back. It will be a full circle, definitely. Until that we are coming back, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, watch this video till the end, and share this video with other Virgos or family members that let them know that what they can expect you from this Scorpio season. Definitely, these actions, what you're doing with the sharing and watching and liking, help us to come up in YouTube's algorithm and show up to others who are also looking for answers for their question or just simply looking for help in and for their life. And pretty much with this section, you are make your sixth house task the service to others. So it's fine. It's just helping you and for us as well. Thank you. And now come Virgo and check that what you can expect in this 2025 Scorpio season. So it looks like now a circle, Virgo. Definitely, this is similar to a circle. I suggest to go immediately for your first house. This house is yourself, personality, appearance, life path. These cards represent you in the present, yourself, image, vitality, how the world sees you, and your general life path. And here you have, wow, the sun immediately. You have the sun. Major arcana card, number 19, major arcana card. Enlightenment comes up. How the world sees you in your general life path. Probably this is a vitality sun, full of vitality. You want to understand. It will goes well, and this is the general life path to understand, to get enlightenment in the Scorpio season. That was going on behind the curtains, what I was mentioning in the introduction. How the world sees you. The world sees you as someone who's full of energy, who's full of vitality, and someone who is get enlightenment and get familiar what's going on in the world, as someone who see behind the curtains because he knows really what's going on at behind the scenes, and that's why you are enjoying the life. You are happy that finally I see that's what's going on, and this is you. And this is you, and this is what the people see, that you find the logic not the logic definitely, but you find the sense, find the meaning of all of the things that happening to you. This is a very good card in the first house. It's just a vitality. So um, live long forever kind of a card. The sun, to be honest, in the first house, but it's good. You will be enlightened and you will understand everything in this season. I hope we will see the remaining 11 cards. What will tell us then? Go to the second house. Here is your Mercury right now in Scorpio. Because second house, its values, finances, self worth. This card reveals the energies related to your financial situation, income, personal values, and self esteem. And here you have Ace of Pentacles, stability, success. Ace of Pentacles, all the Earth sign are here. So Cardinal Capricorn, fixed Taurus, and mutual Virgo, you are here as well, and definitely showing that you have a success, your stability uh, related to your income. Even if we're talking about your self worth and your values, they are stable, constant, stable, stay with you, probably because of the alignment what you've got. Then it could happen that you're changing your values, but these values will be stable with you. Income as well. So financially, I wouldn't worry about it. Even it could show some success. So if you are doing on your own business, then maybe some breakthrough could come up. You can realize something related to your business, and then you can do this new realizing. You can start to realize this new upcoming ideas, and this could gives you success definitely with Ace of Pentacles. Not a question, definitely not a question. And even you can have some bonus, bonus bones from Diamond. Hopefully, I wish you. Just please not to your mouth, because then you break your teeth. Then the third house, we're going to your third house, which is communication, thought, learning, close relationships, short trips. It describes your way of thinking, communication style, skill learning process, relationship with the siblings, and your immediate environment. As I mentioned you that you are from based on the up chart of the Scorpio season related to you, I would say that you have short trips, even daily basis. You're going somewhere, coming back, going somewhere, coming back. You can prepare for that. The moon, the second major arcana, three from two of three, it's major arcana. The moon, the unknown path, maybe communication, what you should learn. It could happen that you should learn how we were talking about in this morning video, to be honest, because they've got the Page of Swords, which is definitely about learning communication. This was the today's energy card. You can watch. Just click on the right up corner. I put the link there for the video. I learning what about the Page of Swords. Communication, definitely, I would say that you need to learn the communication. It's an unknown path for you. To be honest, you always try to communicate on the the language of logic, but it seems, as I mentioned, that maybe in this season it's not working for you and you need to learn a new communication way. Let's do it. Go ahead. Even you can get a not curse, course. You can get a course and learning the communication skill, even in a higher education part, you can go and learn. Especially, I'm telling this that front of the third house or the ninth house, the house of higher education, maybe on a university, well, not high college, a college level, you can learn the communication to get enlightened and get the success from the people what you have learned. And then you can get success related to that. But depends on you. Learning communication definitely is there with the moon. It's an unknown territory. All the skills or the subject I mentioned in the third house, they are on the unknown path on the moon. The moon, it's this is a Pisces Neptunian energy. Now the Neptune is in Pisces, definitely it's there. So unknown, we don't know what will going on. You could feel lost. It shows that all these learning skills, learning relationship with the siblings could be unknown for you, and they can learn. Um, in a good way, definitely, I think, but we will see in the fourth house, definitely in a good way, learning communication with your siblings, everything which I really mentioned in as a subject of the third house. It's an unknown for you. Even it's an unknown that what does it mean that one day you're going somewhere, then coming back, then going somewhere. What does it mean like a flight attendant that every day you're flying somewhere else, and this could be your life. Even it could be, however, a flight attendant job if you want to change, but that's learning, because if you're a flight attendant, you need to learn communication as well. Communication, even the languages, learning new languages will be very good in this Scorpio season to start. And as a communication and learning skill is definitely there. It's an unknown. I suggest you a language which you just even have no idea. What is it? I don't know. Turkish, for example. I love Turkish language. I'm learning Turkish language. Pretty much to everyone, it's an unknown language. But for example, something unknown language which need to definitely need to open a new perspective in your mind, in your logical mind. Then let's go to your fourth house, and fourth house, it's home, family, roots, past, emotional foundations. This card focuses on your home environment, family relationship, especially the maternal side, your past, and the foundations of your emotional security. Maternal side, we can talking about your mom, your mother figure of your life, or even you as a mother. Two of swords, two of swords, moon in Libra. Decision making is on the way. Moon in Libra, moon as mother. It's definitely there. So probably I assume that you as a mother, or your mom or your mother figure of your life, should come up something. Maybe you need to decide if you, I don't know, we are taking care of her, or even as you as a mother, maybe it's time to decide, since it's moon, mother and Libra relationship, if you are ready for having a children. But this is what you need to decide inside of you. It's not a logical thinking. It cannot make the title of the bookkeeping. This is absolutely your path. If you feel that you, and it's coming from the heart, that yes, I would like to have, then then do it. But you need to decide that if you want children, talking about right now, you as a mother, or your mom, or your mother figure of your life, then maybe you need to decide if you want to be a take care of her, because Libra is a relationship. Could come up, and moon, the take carer planet is there. So it could come up this family, home, um, Libra. Yeah, Libra definitely is a relationship. So we can talking about your relationship, one-on-one relationship, marriage. Could come up moon in Libra, just as moving, because moon it's also representing the movement as well. The fast movement. By the way, since the moon is going around 28 days in the astrological chart, so it's fast, and could come up to thinking of a new home, maybe moving somewhere because you want children, for example. Even the children are growing up, and you need, or they need more space, separate from whatever. Then maybe it come up that you need to move, or you would like to move somewhere else, even in a in a theoretical way, that what happen if we are moving, where we can move, and all these things. You can start to think over it. You don't need to making the movement, but you can start to thinking over it, what could come up. Stable as a foundation of your emotional security. Right now, I would say that you, in this Scorpio season, you will feel not you will not feel emotionally secured. But I would say that this is okay, because it's coming the alignment to you. Why not? How is it working, the emotional security? And then you can change on that later on. Then let's go. If you're following the pattern, then now you should come up a major arcana card. But we will see. This is your fifth house, Virgo. Fifth house is creativity, love, romance, children, pleasures, entertainment. This card examines your creative expression, Love, love life, romantic relationships, your connection with children, hobbies, and your joy in life. And here we have, oh, yes, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. It's a mutual water sign, Capricorn, no, Aquarius, Pisces. So some new ideas come up, some unusual, revolutionary ideas could come up, and the Knight of Cups is definitely fighting for it or want to bring to realize. So whatever comes up related to your house's creativity, entertainment, pleasures, and new ideas come up, then go do it. I don't know. You never been in escape room. You want to go to escape room just because you never did before. Then go and do it. Escape room is unknown. You don't know how to get out. It's definitely a Pisces one, so it's fine. Uh, let's do it. Let's try new things. It says, um, if you're talking about children, then it's definitely related to the fourth house to think over or make a decision if you want to have a child. Knight of Cup is mostly a dreamer, and he's fighting for his dreams. If it's your dream, then let's fight for it. I don't know how you can fight for a children to having. We'll see in the eighth house, which is the sexual intimacy. Maybe something BDSM come up. I don't know. But in the fifth house, it's definitely related to the children to fight for it. Dream of it that you have if you are uh, if you want children, then let's go and dream for it that you have hobbies. Also, time to getting your hobbies, not only studying and learning. Get your hobby. If you have any hobby, then start to do it. Figure it out how this hobby can help your life. Romantic relationships and romance and love life in the fifth house. I cannot say better than dream of it. Let's imagine what is your dream relationship, what is your dream romantic life, okay? I don't say with this card could come up someone, but or someone's, because the Knight of Cups it's a short, very short, a really short, few days, 1 week, maybe we can talk about weeks, but a short period of romantic relationship. It could happen that they're coming into your life. Enjoy until that they are there, then let them go if they want to go. Okay. Then we're going to our sixth house. This is your natural born house. And here is the Mercury having a trine with Neptune and Saturn in your sixth house in Pisces. And here we have, oh, Queen of Pentacles. Um, Pentacles. I would not be surprised in the 10th house you will have Pentacles as well. So Queen of Pentacles, it's making right now a big ledger closing in bookkeeping that what happened and until now, and making a balance that where are right now. She is right now definitely a manager, a female, she manager. So making a big counting what went on with you. If I remember, I didn't mention what is the sixth house to understand that what's going on in the sixth house, because sixth house is your work, health, routines, services, daily task. It shows your daily work environment, health status, daily routines, and your service to others. Health issue or health, I would say that um, she, Queen of Pentacles, female genitals, please go and check your female genitals. To may you have anything, please go and check, because she, as the nature, naturish ruler, taking care of the body, because body is part of the nature. Let's go and check, because she wants to control everything. Since she is a queen, she is a ruler beside of the king. she is ruling as well. So ruling your body, and let's go and check what's good going on. This is not a medical reading, definitely not, and doesn't show any issue, but asking you to go be the member, be part of who is checking your body, who's taking care of your body, and I don't know, annually, every 6 months. I don't know how is it working with the women. Probably the same as for the man. So go and check your body, making an examination everywhere where you think that can be an issue. I would work as a work and daily service task in your daily work, your routine work. Um, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the Sagittarius Capricorn. So everything what she's doing is she's doing for good, because she feel good to do, not because she has any reason for that. However, she's very close to the nature, but just she's doing because she feels good for that to do, related to daily routines. Then try to uh now I need to say try to enjoy your daily routines. Find the pleasure in that. Dream about the pleasure. The fifth house, page of not page, Knight of Cups. The pleasure house. Dream of it, that you find the pleasure of your daily routines. Related to this card, I wouldn't say to you should counting on changes at the workplace. However, it's coming more stable, coming where since she's the queen and not easy to move the queen from her throne. She is there, she is working. Maybe it could happen that your work, if you're thinking of a changing work, that would be good if your work would be related with nature, especially right now that the winter is coming. I don't know, to be honest, but yeah, if you're thinking on something that's related to your nature, but definitely it's a stable one, it's a good one. No worry about it. Okay, then we go to your seventh house, and seventh house is your relationships, partnerships, open enemies, marriage. This card focuses on your most important one-on-one relationships, marriage, business partnerships, but can also highlight open conflicts. We will see what you have here. Oh, the Fool. Third, third major arcana card, the Fool. Fool doesn't have any experience. He he is just arrived to the earth and has no idea what does it mean having an open conflict, having open enemies. So probably you don't have open enemies, but we'll see in the 12th house with the hidden enemies. But you don't have open enemies. At least you don't see them, because fool doesn't know what does it mean enemy. So maybe you don't see them. That's why they are hidden. Uh, no, but I don't think that you will have open enemies with the fool. No, it's just not. Um, Relationship, partnerships. Maybe you need to learn, if you want a business, successful business, then maybe you need to learn cooperate. What does it mean partnership in a business? What does it mean being a member of a partnership of a business? When the decision making, it's not you are the one who making the decision, but it's a team. Would say even if it's two people in this business that they are making the decision. New way of thinking and communication with the moon as well, that you should learn. Then what does it mean being in a team and making the decisions with someone else's, and this is a new type of communication, definitely. And you don't have experience here, and this is fine, sweetheart. Just let's go and learn. Don't be a fool. Okay, it's a joke. You are not a fool. But you don't have experience in this type of business partnerships, and this is fine. This is okay. You will learn, and probably next month we got something king or queen here as well, that you're a master of it, or even the emperor. We don't know. Uh, and others with the marriage. Not right now. Okay, just not right now. Just that simply. Um, any one-on-one relationships. Maybe if you have a relationship that maybe it's coming something new, what you need to learn or need to try out, probably also the communication, to find a way. Maybe your partner, your spouse, it belongs to the collective with whom right now you cannot find a common voice, you cannot communicate, and this could happen that you need to find with him, with her, uh, the common language. So learn and communicate, definitely. Moon communicating, learning how to communicate is there. So learning a new communication, from and with others, that how you can be, for example, successful. Okay, a new, definitely new way of thinking. Even in a relationship could come up that you are start to think, about the relationship, the one-on-one relationship, in a new way as you never did before, and even you can be surprised that, hey, what's going on? And it's good because the sun and the fool both is major arcane and they're just opposite to each other, so it's fine. The sun will give you there the enlightenment to what you need to learn, and even the sun is here in the card, if you see. So it's there. Well, something with the relationship, learning with the relationship is there in this Scorpio season, Virgo. Okay, then we go to your eighth house, and let's see that how you like the BDSM sex related to your fifth house. It's new because the eighth house is transformation, shared resources, intimacy, death, and rebirth, occultism. It analyzes shared financial resources, example, spouses' money, debts, inheritances, taxes are here as well, sexual intimacy, psychological depths, crisis, and process of rebirth. Three of Pentacles, gangbang. If I wanted to talk about your sexual intimacy, gangbang, no. Pentacles as well. And I was told that I've been curious what you have on the eighth house because it's front of the two. Three of Pentacles, cooperation in the transformation. You are not alone who need to go through on the transformation. There are others. Get in touch with them and share the experience what you have, and find a common, could happen that you can find the common situation. Shared resource is here, the shared resources, because they're sharing whatever they are sharing in Three of Pentacles. um, but they are more, and they're sharing at least the space where they are together, and they are shared resources. Yeah, work together with shared resource, business coming together in a partnership. You need to learn how to, and what does it mean, the shared resources as well. Shared resources will be there, and need to share, really you need to share, that it's in the name, shared resources. You need to share the resources, and this is what you need to learn, that what does it mean, the shared resources, because always probably you were always alone and making your stuffs alone, and it was your own resources and not someone else's. um Spouses' money, debts, inheritance, taxes. Could happen that your partner's money will be involved in the Scorpio season. I cannot tell you, to be honest, on which way, based on Three of Pentacles. Um, Maybe your spouse will be the one who is organizing any trip or something, and or he will pay a bigger trip. This type of spouse's money, I can imagine with Three of Pentacles, because it's coming together, it's a celebration to being together, working together for something, being a master, the power of the teamwork, the Three of Pentacles here in a eighth house transformation. um Psychological depth, power of the teamwork, you can go through together with a group, with a community. You can find them, definitely. Sexual intimacy, I say that let's talk about with your spouse, with your husband, wife, um, how they see the sexual intimacy with you, and be open and tell them how you see the sexual intimacy with them. I mean, with her, him, uh, or even with them if you're. I forgot the word is, and amor, polyamor. if you're a polyamor, then them for you as well. Um, yeah, be the subject of the eighth house. Now is here is the power of a team, the power of team, the working together for this common aim. Definitely. Then we are going to your ninth house. And ninth house, as I mentioned, is the third, the communication. So maybe it comes up something for higher education, because the ninth house, it's higher education, philosophy, long journey, foreign lands, and worldview. This card represents your higher studies, philosophical views, belief systems, long travels, and your worldview. And let's see what long travel your spouse will pay. Patience. Do not make a sudden step. Patience. The higher education is on the table. It maybe would be time to go to a higher education institute, but of course not in this academic year right now. But let's check. Okay, let's check that what are your possibilities. Let's examine that what subjects you are interested in, uh, and it's take time. Okay, so do not make a research today and you want to make decision tomorrow. No, this is a longer one. Take your time. Definitely take your time, because right now we are waiting for the result. What you made in the ninth house. Maybe if you are finished a higher education, for example, and you have a degree of whatever, and you cannot use it, this degree until now, but maybe in the Scorpio season come up the possibility to use this degree. You're waiting for the chance to show up what you are able to do with this degree what you have. Philosophy and worldview with uh, with the Seven of Pentacles. um, Waiting for, probably you are made a structure in yourself, you made an order, you made your own terms and conditions in your mind, of course. And maybe it will be the time in the Scorpio season when you can apply these terms and conditions, because you're waiting for that for a long time. And maybe here comes the time when you can use this. um, Long journey, if it comes a long journey, then it comes as a fruition of a long process. Everything is uh, in the period of waiting and coming to fruition, but you still need to wait for maybe something details. Especially the Mercury opposition Uranus could cause dangers in a travel. We are talking about Uranus. This is a long long distance travel, or with airplane. Danger, it's not definitely that you're making a plane crash, but for example you lost your luggage forever and they never find. This type of danger could be related, which is related with the traveling. If you once arrive, then you are there, then it's fine. But during the traveling process could be come up, but you need to wait for. And planning, still planning. If you in your mind a long journey, then still planning, wait for it. Do not jump into it immediately. Foreign lands is the same. I think I talk about everything. It's whatever. Go back with the time step to the ninth house. Everything what you are mentioned as subject for the ninth house, it's in a fruition. You need to wait. You don't need to do anything related to this subject, because you already made something related to them and you're waiting for the result. This is the big conclusion. Then we are going to the 10th house right now. This is your career, vocation, public image, reputation, parental authority. It examines your career, public presence, social status, reputation, and your relationship with parental, often paternal, authority. And even here, we can talk about your boss if you're talking about authority in your life. There's a word, especially right now that the Jupiter is there in Cancer in the 10th house, and we'll see that with this Holy Three related your work. And let's see, and parental, paternal. Here we are talking about, could we talk about your father figure of your life, or you as a father as well. The 10th house, the Hermit. I have a lot of major arcana, which is good. It's not a claim. I'm not claiming or making any problem. So Hermit, 10th house, career vocation. public image reputation. You don't need to do anything, to be honest, with this card, all of it. So the job stays. You don't need to look for anything. Job stays, still stable. Um, Paternal energy. Um, Maybe your father figure of your life drew back himself because any other reason. But definitely, if you're talking about this, he has a wisdom, but it's worth it to share with others, and do not miss the possibility, do not miss the chance to get this shared wisdom from him. And even if you're talking as a father, you as a father, then there is the wisdom what you can share with your children, or even you can share with other fathers as well. But definitely there's a wisdom what you have, and this is what you can share. And I couldn't hold it back, to be honest. Share it with others. 10th house, career, vocation, public image, reputation, public presence, social status. No, you don't need to do anything. Hermitage, drew back. If you need to do something, then drew back because maybe you're too much in the spotlight for any reason. Then you can drew back a bit and give a space to others, to having a space to representing themselves, whatever situation it is. But with the wisdom what you have there, then even you can share with others related to this subject, the reputation and the public life. You can share this. And then we are going to your 11th house, which is your friends, groups, hopes, wishes, community life. This card describes your friendship, your relationship with groups and communities, your hopes for the future, and your wishes. And here we have the Temperance. More major arcana cards come up. Temperance. Temperance, it's Sagittarius Jupiter, to be honest. Um, and the 11th house is in a Virgo. So, okay, Leo Virgo, to be honest. So starting in Leo, and the bigger part of it, it's Virgo, but this is definitely a Sagittarius Jupiter card. Looking for the balance, yeah. As I mentioned in the 10th house of social reputation, friends, groups, communities, drew back from yourself a bit because it says the Temperance to find the balance. He's an alchemist. He's an alchemist. He's looking for the perfect elixir related to all the subjects I mentioned in the 11th house. Um, Give a chance to others to show up. Even you can learn from them. To be honest, um, when sometimes doing less, this is much more than you think, and maybe they will, for example, the group, the community will love you that you drew back yourself and give space to others, and that's when this way you can be more respectful. You will be more, you will have more reputation than you ever thought. So not try, look for the perfect elixir for yourself. How to drew back yourself from community. Which community you need to drew back totally. Which community you should be push yourself a bit out to the spotlight. This is what you need to look for. You need to make experiences, making experiences. What is the good ratio of any substance of this elixir? What you need to work for it as hopes and wishes. Yeah, hope and wishes is there. Don't give up. Make it. Wish and hope the best for you, of course. Then we are going to the 12th house, the unknown, what you don't know, what you don't see. And because 12th house is secret, self undoing, karma, hidden enemies, spiritual retreat, and altruism, this card reveals your subconscious hidden fears, secrets, potential, self sacrificing, or self destructive tendencies, karmic patterns, and the need for spiritual retreat. Oh, the hit card. Hit card of this season, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, each and every, no, not each and every, but in the last 5 days, the Hangman constantly came up, even as a result of reading, even as a daily energy card, even as a, even as a, as one of the card in the astrological circle. So he's here and talking about the, if you're two things. It could be that you sacrifice yourself by yourself to get much more knowledge and get more peaceful, or you are surrendering yourself uh, to the circumstances, what you have in the 12th house, which is the dark side. Um, and if you are sacrificing, even if you're sacrificing yourself or surrender yourself the secret, then you're getting to the darkness. Don't be afraid of this darkness, because that the next step, because the 12th house, we're finishing in 12th house, we're going to the first house again, and the next step is the sun. So if you are getting to enter the darkness, then the end will be that there will be light, because you get familiar with the darkness, you will start to see in the darkness, and and then you can make order, you can make experiences that, oh, what is this, what I need to do, definitely. So even you are surrendering you are surrendering yourself, or you are sacrificing yourself. If you're talking sacrificing, then the self-sacrificing or self-destructive tendencies are here. Just hold, uh, just pending. Let's put on a pending status your self-sacrificing and self-destructive tendencies. Okay, Virgo. With a hanged man, as self-sacrificing, or the 12th house, which is unknown and dark. Get into the darkness, get familiar what's going there, and then you can make the light inside of this 12th house, and there will be no dark anymore, and will be very good for you. Okay. Who for the 12th house, it's a very strong card. I think it's time had come to get familiar and face your fears. Definitely, even if you are a new perspective, or the new perspective that you have in the 12th house, the secrets, the potential self-sacrificing and self-destructive tendencies, just make a 180-degree uh, perspective change, and see that how they are working, why they are there. Don't be afraid of them. Get familiar with them. If you're afraid of them, then you cannot be familiar with them. The 180% degree change of the fear is getting familiar with them. Okay, Virgo, we have all your 12 astrological houses. You have a lot of major arcana cards, or I think almost half of it. It's a major arcana card, which is fine, which is good. You have only two curd card. In the fifth house, some younger energy could come up. A male, I would say, because it's a male page. Male younger energy could help you related on in the fifth house. In the sixth house, maybe a major, not major, major female energy could help you if you need any suggestions. Definitely related to the hermit. Maybe it's a female hermit who can help you. She hermit would say. But otherwise, you have a very good cards, a very strong cards. Everything it's working on to develop yourself. It's working on to develop yourself. But right now we will check that what is the most important thing, the biggest task what you need to do in 2025 Scorpio season. Just a quick statistic, Virgo, for you especially, because I know that you love statistics, not always, but you love numbers. So you have six major arcana cards in this horoscope tarot spread, which means that a half of your house is based and related to major arcana cards, which means a big step. It's coming for you, a big developing, a big evolving, coming in this Scorpio season, starting with the sun and finishing the surrender. Uh, Everything is almost there, to be honest, uh, which is really showing that you will go through a big developing. Um, what is your biggest task? What is the most important thing what you need to learn, need to do in this 2025 Scorpio season? We will see. Until then, I suggest that whatever specific situation comes up in your life, then get in touch with me. Go to my website www.atilarod.com and book an appointment for tarot reading. We can clarify this specific situation by tarot cards, and we can ask suggestions from tarot cards as well. That what they are suggest what you can do with this specific situation. And until then, we are adding the numbers together of the numbers of the major arcana card. I need my phone for that to count because I want to make sure that I'm not miscounting the cards. So let's start with the Sun. This is number 19 major arcana card, so it's 19. It will be big numbers. I see 19. Then the Ace of Pentacles, it's 1 since it's 8. Then the Moon, it's 18. 18 to 7, yes, 18. Two of Swords, 2. Page of, no, Knight of Cups and Queen of Pentacles doesn't have number value. The Fool has number value, it's 0, so it's 0. 3 of Pentacles, 3. 7 of Pentacles, 7. The Hermit is a number 9. Major Arcana card. The Temperance is a number 14, if I remember right. Yes, number 14. Major Arcana card. And the Hanged Man is the number 12 Major Arcana card. And this is the final summit. It's 85. Of course, we don't have the 85 Major Arcana number 85. It's not exist, but we're adding together the final summit number of the 85. So 8 plus 5. And as I mentioned, the big change is coming, and change is coming, and your biggest task and the most important thing you need to learn in this Scorpio season is definitely the change, because the number 30 major arcana card is the Death, and you won't believe it that the Death card is a Scorpio Pluto Mars card. Scorpio season, Scorpio card. The change is coming. It's with you. And it definitely shows the change in your life, in your, I don't know, maybe in your thinking and thoughts and learning process. The change will be here. The death, it just shows it's not a physical death of you or anyone else, just simply showing the possibility of changing. You are letting the old things to die and let coming the new one. This is a rebirth, could be a reverse card as well, but it's showing that you need to, not you will need to, you will be changed. You will be changing the Scorpio season, probably forever, since that card it's a final stage of something. So for probably forever, this change is coming to your life and staying with you for a lifetime on this earth, definitely. And yeah, and all. So if you have any specific case or you have question related to this change, then get in touch with me. I'm on Instagram as well with Attila. You can send me there a direct message. You can go to my website www.attilarot.com and book an appointment for tarot reading as well. And you can clarify the situation what you have, or if you have extra question, then you can book the right reading method of you, or write me a comment under this video and I will answer for that there. Yeah, that's all what I can offer for you. I'm here to help you and make your life more easy and more clear as much as possible I can do. To be honest, thank you for being with me, Virgo, in this prediction reading, and I wish you a happy and a good changing Scorpio season, definitely. Okay? Thank you for being with me once again. Merci, belle journée. Au revoir.